Well, we're someplace different today. We came out to a place called Foster Park, and it's right next to the Ojai Trail, which is a bicycle hiking and equestrian trail. It's kind of pretty down here, but it's right beside a major highway, so it's kind of noisy. And that gets old. A lot of this trail is alongside Highway 33.
Yeah, I don't like all that noise.
And right now there's no traffic. There are a bunch of motorcycles. It's a real popular motorcycle run up here, and it's pretty noisy, but we'll get away from it a little bit, hopefully, in a while. This trail runs all the way from the other side of the city of Ojai, all the way down to the beach. And then it continues on along the coast in both directions for quite a while. So it's 50 miles from the upper end of this trail to the beach. And we are about halfway. Kathy's horse back there is sightseeing. She's never been here before. Might be a little at unease. This area actually is behind a quaint little town called Casita Springs, and most of the backyard here are junk piles. But you can't see through the trees up here, but up on a ledge on the hillside on the other side of the highway is Johnny Cash's old spread, and his original wife used to live up there for a long time. But that's old history. There is a sign at the beginning on the highway at the beginning of the town that says Johnny Cash's hometown, but you know, he hadn't lived here in 50 years probably. That's Ventura River between here, or between that levee. You see that levee there? And the other side's Ventura River. But it's probably dry. We're going to go over there and check it out. On the way back, we're going to ride along the levee. There's Johnny Cash's old spread up there on the hillside. You can barely see it up there. Big deal. Straight down that way, about 5 or 6 miles, is the Conservancy, below those mountains over there that we usually ride in. This whole area was flooded out, including the town of Casita Springs in 2005, when we had the last 10-year storm, and we were expected to have one because of the El Nino conditions this year. In 2005 it washed out Highway 33, and we were cut off because Highway 150 was also washed off. So we were kind of a little island out here for about a week. This tower right here with the solar panels is the early warning system in case the Lake Casitas Dam breaks. They haven't been functional in probably 10 or 15 years, but they used to test them every Wednesday at noon, and they played the tune from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and it's really creepy, but you know, it's a waste of money, and they hadn't bothered repairing them as they deteriorate. Incidentally, this trail used to be the railroad tracks that ran from the coast up to Ojai. It used to be passenger service and a freight service. We did a lot of citrus and apricot growing up here. But it washed out back in the 60s, and there's pieces of the trestle further back there. But this is the levee. We're going to go back that way, but we'll continue on this way. Really not quite sure to go down, up or down. Let's go up. What do you think?
I don't know.
I haven't been up here since they rebuilt the bridge crossing up there. The creek crossing. Okay, here's the new bridge. Don't know if these horses are going to go on it.
We can go down below.
Oh. Okay, I have to put the camera back and work on it. Okay, I guess he's going to fall asleep there. Yeah, there's a lot of it, isn't there? Maybe you're right. There's a bunch of horse manure down there on the lower trail. Maybe we're supposed to go down on the horse trail instead of over the bridge. Guess we're going to have to teach the horses how to go over the bridge some other time. I'm not going to deal with it today. But it looks like a fairly well-established trail underneath the bridge up here. So we'll do that. This is a fairly new bridge. It was put in about 5 years ago. I think it's 480 foot long. I think. It was brought in 60-foot sections, and you can see the joint right here between the 220-foot lengths between the pilings. And they did it in a real fast hurry. It didn't take any time at all. It was all prefab. But this is what all we see in the way of water so far. Big deal, huh? Big whoop. This is San Antonio Creek. This is the creek that runs right alongside the ranch where we keep the horses. And of course it's dry because I hadn't gotten any rainfall worth beans in the past 10 years. Something bad smelled on them rocks. He didn't like that at all. Well, I don't know where to go now. Take a chance and go up here. Up through here and see what happens. Up through there or up through here? Up through here. There we go. Oh, what a bummer. I wanted to go over the bridge. We'll have to work on that when I don't have the camera in my hand. But here we are, back to normal. This trail is in the country between the little towns of Casita Springs, which was back there before the bridge, and Oakview, which is about 2.5 miles up. I used to ride my recumbent bicycle all the way from my place down to the beach. It's about 12 miles, thereabouts, 10 or 12 miles, and I'd ride down to the beach a bit and ride back up. I'd get 40 miles in on a day, but riding uphill is a real bear, I'll tell you. Especially after you've been riding around all day long, and then you're up here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Then you're up here trying to get back home in 100-degree temperature uphill. It looks like they've replaced all the log fencing with more sturdier steel fencing here. About a rock comes down from the hillside. Maybe it was damaging it. Not as picturesque as the log fence, though. Well, we're heading back now. Sleepy's in a hurry, so he's going to be in front. Pretty section of the trail through here. These nice trees. Whatever they are. This one's got seed pods hanging from it. Pretty spiffy. Okay, now we got him across the bridge. Rather noisy though. So far so good, and my battery's just about dead. But at least we got this on video. How about that, huh?
You have any trouble?
No problem at all.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Funny horsies.
We decided to take the levee back. See how that works out. I see a gateway up there, so we might have to take the shortcut back down to the trail. Beautiful day out here though, man, beautiful. Not too hot. We got the ocean breeze coming up from up the valley here. We're about 10 miles, 8 miles from the ocean. 8 miles, I'm gonna say. Okay, here we are. We're just getting back, which is just in time because the low battery indicator in my camera's on. But at least it lasted this long, which is kind of nice. That's a pretty good trip. That's the Ojai Trail. And that's the end.